I'm gonna try to explain to you thoroughly why black women can't keep a man. Now, you have to understand that us as a people, when we do stuff, we also are representing ourselves by how we carry ourselves, right? I know people like to say, "Oh, everybody's not the same," but guess what? The short time that anybody comes across you, you're making a lasting impression. See, black women, one thing that black women do as a whole, they do not check other black women for making them look like clowns, making them look like idiots. One thing that men do collectively, if you making us look weak, making look like clowns, one or two things gonna happen. We're gonna separate from each other, or we're gonna call you out before there's gonna be kicking you out of the group. See, black women thinking black power, black unity, black excellence is celebrating all types of debauchery. Doesn't matter what it is. You got females that don't take care of their kids, but you got black women showing up to their baby showers. You got black women that abuse their children, and a child is trying to confide in other people, but the black woman in their agenda, they're sitting and saying, "Oh, that's still your mama." You cannot tell a child that's still your mama when they're being abused. When most black children do not have an open dialogue with their parents. Well, I ain't gonna say parents, they black mothers, simply because you you calling out something that you feel disrespected about, they feel disrespect is not allowing somebody to disrespect them. That's like heavy in the black community. You're not allowing somebody to disrespect you is a sign of disrespect, which is completely backwards. But the worst part about it, if that is the only parent you got, that means you're going to deal with the abuse for a long ass time until you have enough money to leave. But a lot of people are not financially independent to leave from a place where they're being abused. So what you think psychologically happens to these people? You can't buck up against your abuser, but guess what? The people that are being abused, they fight amongst each other. But the person that abused them still gets stronger. They still come up with new ideas to punish the people that they feel like they should be under them. This is how abuse works. When a person is being abused, they don't even have the confidence to leave, they don't have the financial backing to leave, they end up succumbing to more abuse or psychologically making themselves feel comfortable with the abuse. So sometimes when you're actually getting abused, so sometimes you actually in bad relationships for yourself, the reasons why half of these people can't walk out of them because you've been abused by your own parents. And a lot of black women sitting and saying, "Oh, I've been abused." You don't realize that your parents are teaching you how to be abused because they're not teaching you to be strong-minded. The whole idea of being strong is not what strong is really is. The true definition of being strong, true definition of being independent, that's not what they teaching you. Because if they taught you that, the first sign of you feeling disrespected, first sign is something going too far, you would have left. A lot of these women, especially when it comes down to a relationship, they end up being in a long-term relationship of being abused because you have been conditioned of being abused by your own parents. People don't continue to be in something that they're not used to being in. It's harder for somebody if you live a luxury life to go back to living a life that wasn't luxury. It'll feel off to you, it'll feel abnormal to you because you was in an opposite environment. Sometimes when people are born into a toxic family structure, even when they're in a healthy situation, they feel something is off. They feel like they have an expectation of something going wrong. Like when people are in healthy environments that come from in toxic environments, they have the expectation something bad is going to happen. See, when people born into a situation where the environment is conducive, where everybody just solve their problems, when they get into a situation that is toxic, and you realize the person is not acting like they're in an environment that is toxic, it throws the people that's in a toxic environment off. It's like, why you so giddy? Why you have this expectation? Why you acting like the problem ain't right in front of you? Like some of these people have understood how to solve their problems. So this is why their expectation and their optimism is completely different. But when it comes to black women, they seem to not understand that y'all be expecting stuff, especially for men, when both of y'all are born in the same conditions. So it's virtually unhealthy half of the time how black women think, which is keep them in not so good relationships or have a relationship altogether. This is why most of them are going to die by themselves and ain't no children sometimes. It's because you have an expectation on your own men and people when y'all both in the same situation. How both of y'all come from two broke families, but you want somebody to act like they got the money. Only I'm talking logic here. Y'all both, this is the same one with slavery. Y'all was both born into a slave relationships with the system. But you're acting like he need to get me out of this situation. Both of y'all in the same situation. Both of y'all getting the same treatment. Both of y'all making the same money. So why is your expectation so freaking high? And this is why I hate some of these hit top dudes, because it's like, we both born in the same situation. We both trying to figure it out. So how are you acting like you don't know? And people will say, oh, the black woman is the only one that's good for the black man, but she does not act like she understands the black situation. I find it weird. Because everything I'm talking is logical. This is not slander, this is logical. How are you having expectations? And your outlook on the whole entire relationship is wrong, because both y'all were born in the same situation. So why is your expectation greater than what you know and what y'all was born into? Think about that.